So good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's class. The focus of today's class will be hips and hamstrings. The structure of the class will be the same as usual. So if you'd like to begin by just taking a lying down position on your mat, just allowing your feet to draw out to the edge of your mat as you gently lie back. Allow your arms to come away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Just allow your body to settle on your mat. Allowing the mind to settle. Switching off from your day. Take a deep inhale in through your nose, filling your belly, filling your chest. Exhaling, completely emptying your lungs, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly. Taking another deep inhale into the bottom of your belly, allowing your breath to rise up into your chest. Exhale, relaxing your chest, relaxing your belly, completely emptying your lungs. Continue to add length and control to your breathing with each breath, to keep your mind focused. It can be nice to count your breaths. Just try and take 10 deep breaths as we move into silence for the next 2 minutes. Begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently rock your head from side to side, resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended, join your feet together on your mat. Inhaling to reach your arms up over your head. Getting a full body stretch. Pointing your toes, extending out through your fingertips. And exhale, release. Gently bend both your knees. And today, just hug your knees in towards your chest. Taking a couple of deep breaths here as you squeeze your knees a little bit tighter. You can rock up and down on your spine, just loosening out the spine. Releasing your knees. You can drop out to the right-hand side. Making a cushion with your hand. Taking a deep breath as you make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to set an intention for today's class. Remembering, first and foremost, yoga is a loving and compassionate practice whereby we focus on our breath, bowing your head towards your hands, open your eyes, namaste. To begin today's class, we'll warm up the shoulders. So place both of your hands on the tops of your shoulders and make forward circular motions with your elbows, gradually making the circles wider, just releasing any tension in the shoulders, and the other direction. Taking deep breaths, and exhale, release. You can drop your hands back down. From here, taking a deep inhale and raising your arms above your head, joining your palms as you look towards your thumbs. Exhale, release, dropping your hands, curving your spine as you draw your chin to your chest. Taking another deep inhale as you raise your arms, lengthening from your side body, joining your palms and looking towards your thumbs. Exhaling, releasing, drawing your chin to your chest, allowing your spine to curve naturally. And inhale, you can gently come up. From here, we'll move into a side bend. So placing your left hand beside your left hip. Inhale, raise your right arm over your head. Spiral your chest towards the sky and fold out to the left. Keep your chest nice and open towards the ceiling. And take deep breaths into that side body. And exhale, release, dropping your hand back down. Inhale to raise your left arm over your head. Spiral your chest as you fold out to the right. Take deep breaths into your left side body. And exhale, release, dropping your hand back down. From here, make your way to kneeling on your mat. From kneeling, shift your right leg straight out to the side. Your foot is facing forward. From here, dropping your left hand to your mat. Inhale, raising your right arm over your head. and opening your chest to the sky. Keeping your right foot engaged on your mat. Taking deep breaths. Inhale, come up. Right hand on right knee. Inhale, raise your left arm. Deep breaths into your side body. Exhale, release, dropping your hand back down and raising your right arm and keeping your chest open towards the sky. Taking one more deep breath. And inhale, come up, join your knees together. This time, shifting your left leg straight out to the side. Your foot is facing forward, dropping your right hand to your mat and raising your left arm as you open your chest to the sky. Keeping your left foot engaged on your mat. As you reach out through your fingertips. Inhale, come up, placing your left hand on your left knee. Inhale to raise your right arm. Taking a deep breath. Exhale, release, dropping your hand to your mat as you raise your left arm. Feeling a nice stretch along your side body. And inhale, come up, you can join your knees together. And from here, sweeping your legs behind you as you come into tabletop. Wrists, elbows, and shoulders in line. Your knees are tracking under your hips. We'll move into a cat-cow. So on an inhale, lifting your spine towards the ceiling, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae as you drop your tailbone and draw your chin to your chest. Imagine you're pushing the floor away from you to round your upper back. Exhale, release, dropping your belly button, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. Inhale, spine up, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae as you drop your tailbone. Imagine you're pushing the floor away from you to round your upper back. Taking deep breaths into your upper back. As you drop your belly button, lift your tailbone and open your chest. Taking a deep breath as you make your way to a neutral spine. We'll now move into a spinal twist. So keeping your left hand rooted on your mat. Inhale, raise your right arm as you twist out to the right. Keeping both your knees engaged on your mat. As you exhale, release, slide your right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your right shoulder towards your mat. Take deep breaths as you inhale, press into your left hand and twist out to the right by raising your right arm. Exhale, release, slide your right arm behind your left wrist, dropping the back of your right shoulder towards your mat. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Gently make your way back to tabletop. We'll repeat that on the other side. So keeping your right hand rooted on your mat. Inhale, raise your left arm as you twist out to the left. Exhale, release, slide your left arm behind your right wrist, dropping the back of your left shoulder to your mat. Inhale, pressing into your right hand and twisting out to the left. Keeping both your knees engaged on your mat. As you reach out through your fingertips. Exhale, release, slide your left arm behind your right wrist, dropping the back of your left shoulder to your mat. Taking deep breaths. And gently make your way back to tabletop. From tabletop, moving into extended child's pose by joining your big toes on your mat, shifting your knees wide apart, and sitting your bum towards your heels. Reach your arms straight out ahead and melt your chest and forehead towards your mat. Take 5 deep breaths here. Feeling the breath move up and down your spine. On your inhales, feel the breath move from the base of your spine towards your neck. On your exhales, feeling the breath fall from your neck to the base of your spine. Gently make your way back to tabletop. From tabletop, tuck your toes, keeping your knees bent. Lift your hips to come into a nice, gentle, downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet here, just to release your calves and your hamstrings. Remaining strong in the shoulders as you spread your fingers on your mat. Taking baby steps, gently walk your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat. And keeping a nice bend into the knees, fold your upper body over your knees. You can grab opposite elbows with your hands. Just allow your elbows and the crown of your head to become heavy. You can nod your head yes and shake your head no. One more deep breath. And gently make your way to standing. Take a deep breath as we prepare for the sun salutations. Starting with sun salutation A. Inhale, raising your arms. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, stepping your feet back. Lower your knees to your mat and keeping your hips in the air, bend your elbows to lower your chest and chin. Inhale, slide your chest forward and lift your chest off your mat, coming into low cobra. Exhale, move through tabletop, tuck your toes and lift your hips to come into downward facing dog. Distributing the weight evenly between your arms and your legs. Remaining strong in the shoulders as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling. Taking deep breaths. On an inhale, stepping both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, palms on your shins, send your chest forward. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms above your head. And exhale, release. Take a deep breath. Second round of sun salutation A. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, you can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest, straightening your arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Taking 5 of your deepest breaths here. As you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling and keeping the weight even between your arms and your legs. Looking between your palms, inhale, stepping both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, sending your chest forward as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath. As we prepare for Sun Salutation B, inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms above your head. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, sending your chest forward as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows to lower your body towards the ground. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. As you inhale, step your right foot forward between your palms. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged, sinking down into your hips and raising your arms. Warrior one. Engaging into both your feet, your foundation, as you reach out through your fingertips. Exhale, palms down, framing your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward between your palms. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. Raising your arms, warrior one. Imagining your inner thighs are hugging together to help with your balance. Exhale, release, framing your left foot with your hands. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot. Bending your elbows to lower your body. Inhale, opening your chest. Upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Just adding control back to the breath. On an inhale, stepping both your feet forward to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, sending your chest forward as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your knees. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms above your head. And exhale, release, making your way to standing. Take a couple of deep breaths here as we prepare for the standing asanas. Stepping your feet wide apart on your mat. Both your feet are facing forward. Feeling both the feet engaged on your mat, your foundation. We'll begin with triangle pose. So turning your right foot out 90 degrees. You can keep that right leg straight or have a slight bend into the knee. Raising your arms to shoulder levels. Leaning out your right hand side. And exhale, folding over your right knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle as you raise your left arm towards the sky. You can look towards your left thumb. Take deep breaths here, feeling the grounding beneath both your feet. Energy through the crown of your head, creating length in the spine. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale, gently come up, turning your right foot in. We'll repeat that on the other side, so turning your left foot out. You can keep that left leg straight or have a slight bend into the knee as you raise your arms to shoulder level, leaning out your left hand side, and exhale, folding over your left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle as you raise your right arm towards the sky. You can gaze towards your right thumb and just take deep breaths. With each breath, adding a bit more length and control. And inhale, gently come up, turning your left foot in. Take a deep breath. Moving into side angle pose, so turning your right foot out 90 degrees. Bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Placing your right forearm on top of your right knee. As you inhale, raise your left arm over your head and open your chest towards the sky. Grounding down into both your feet here. Taking deep breaths as you reach out through your left fingertips. And inhale, gently come up, turning your right foot in. Other side, so turning your left foot out 90 degrees. Bending into your left knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Placing your left forearm on top of your left knee as you raise your right arm over your head and spiral your chest towards the sky. Feeling the foundation of both your feet as you reach out through your right fingertips. Taking deep breaths into your lungs. Inhale, gently come up, turning your foot in. Warrior two pose, so turning your right foot out 90 degrees. Bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Raising your arms to shoulder level as you turn your head to focus your gaze towards your right middle finger. Taking deep breaths here. Keeping your chest nice and open. And breathing deeply into your chest. Inhale, gently come up, turning your foot in. We'll repeat that on the other side. So turning your left foot out, 90 degrees, bending into your left knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. As you raise your arms to shoulder level, turning your head to focus your gaze over your left middle finger. Take deep breaths here, keeping a nice bend into that left knee. Reaching out through both sets of fingertips. Inhale, gently come up, turning your foot in. And you can join your feet together on your mat. We'll keep them hip distance apart. We're going to go into squat pose first. So feet are about hip distance apart. You can have your feet facing forward or turn them out slightly. Have your hands together at heart center. Bending into your knees, sit your hips back towards your heels. Try and keep your feet flat on the floor. It doesn't matter if your heels are lifted, just try and bring your feet to the floor. From here, you can use your elbows to push your knees apart. And at the same time, push your knees back into your elbows to feel nice activation in the hips. Keep your chest open towards me and take deep breaths. Take one more deep breath and inhale, mindfully pushing up to a standing position. We'll now move into tree pose. So starting with the right side, grounding down into your right leg, turn your left foot out. You can rest your left heel above your right ankle, or you can lift this left leg and place it as high up your right leg as possible. Pressing the foot against the inner side of your right thigh. You can have your hands in prayer or raise your arms up over your head. And take deep breaths. Standing up nice and tall with your rib cage stacked over your pelvis. One more deep breath. Exhale, release, dropping your hands, closing your left hip and extending your left leg. We'll repeat on the other side, so grounding down into your left leg. Just feeling that left foot engaged on your mat as you turn your right foot out. From here, lifting your right foot and placing it as high up your left leg as possible. You can have your hands in prayer or raise your arms up over your head. Again, having the rib cage stacked over the pelvis. Relaxing the neck and taking deep breaths. One more deep breath. Exhale, release, dropping your hands, closing your right hip and extending your right leg. And from here, you can make your way to standing at the front of your mat. Just taking a deep breath here, observing the impact of the standing asanas. As we move into chair pose, inhale, bending your knees, raising your arms above your head. Press your knees together as you reach out through your fingertips. Taking deep breaths. Exhaling to fold over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, You can step or jump your feet back, bending your elbows to lower your body towards the ground. Inhale, opening your chest, straightening your arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling to step your right foot forward between your palms. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged. Joining your hands together at heart center. You can stay here or you can twist out to the right by hooking your left elbow across your right knee. Keeping that left leg straight and engaged. Taking deep breaths. Exhaling to release, framing your right foot with your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot, coming into downward facing dog. Inhaling to step your left foot forward between your palms. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is straight and engaged. You can stay here with your hands in prayer or twist out to the left by hooking your right elbow across your left knee. Keeping that right leg engaged on your mat. Taking deep breaths. Exhale, release, framing your left foot with your hands. And from here, making your way to child's pose by dropping your knees. Shifting your knees wide apart. And sitting your bum back towards your heels. Reaching your arms straight out ahead. And melting your chest and forehead towards your mat. Take 5 deep breaths here. You might notice how your body feels completely different in this child's pose compared to the one at the start of class. Just feel that nice opening in the hips, that extension to the spine, and take deep breaths. We'll now move into our hip openers. So if you'd like to make your way to tabletop on your mat. From tabletop, stepping your right foot forward between your palms. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is extended straight out behind you with the top of your left foot and your left knee resting on your mat. From here, sinking down into your hips and raising your arms above your head, coming into a low lunge. Taking deep breaths here, lifting your chest. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your forehead. There's the option to stay here in lunge, or you can bend that left knee and draw your left heel towards your sit bone. Now you can stay here with that left knee bent, or you can try and catch the outer edge of your left foot with your left hand. And just take deep breaths, whichever version you're in. One more deep breath. Exhaling, controlling the foot, allowing the foot to lower back to your mat, coming back into a lunge. We're going to stay in lunge, moving into a lunge twist. So from lunge, joining your hands together at heart center, twisting out to the right by hooking your left elbow across your right knee. Your hips might be beginning to burn. It's completely normal. Just try and take deep breaths. And exhale, release. Framing your right foot. Step your right knee back to meet your left knee, coming back into tabletop. You might notice the right feels totally different to the left. Just take a deep breath. And now step your left foot forward between your palms. Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is extended straight out behind you. Coming into a lunge by raising your arms above your head. Keeping the chest lifted. Taking deep breaths. Again, you can stay in lunge for a couple more breaths, or you can bend that right knee and draw your right heel to your sit bone. You can stay here, or you can try and catch the outer edge of that right foot and draw it closer towards that right sit bone. Keeping your hips square to the front of the room. Take deep breaths. One more deep breath. As you exhale, release, releasing that right foot to your mat. And again, moving into our lunge twist by joining our hands together at heart center and twisting out to the left by hooking our right elbow across our left knee. Keep that right knee nice and relaxed on your mat to allow the right hip flexor to open out. Taking deep breaths. And exhale, release. Framing your left foot, step your left knee back to meet your right knee. Moving into lizard pose now. So stepping your right foot forward, and this time placing it outside your right hand on your mat. Allowing your left foot to extend straight out behind you. Now you can stay here on the palms of your hands, or there's the option to just relax the spine and come onto your elbows to deepen the stretch. Try and focus on your breathing here. Relaxing your forehead. Relaxing your jaw. One more deep breath. Inhale, push up, coming onto the palms of your hands, and step your right knee back to meet your left knee. This time, stepping your left foot forward outside your left hand at the front of your mat. Allow your right leg to extend straight out behind you. You can remain on the palms of your hands. If you're on the palms of your hands, to intensify the stretch, you can use the left hand to push the left knee away from the body. That's one option, or you can come back down onto your forearms, relaxing the spine. In whichever version you're in, just taking deep breaths. Taking one more of your deepest breath of today's class. And exhale, release gently, coming onto the palms of your hands, stepping your left knee back to meet your right knee. Moving into the final hip opener of today's class. So we're going to go into inverted pigeon. So lying down onto your backs. Having a nice bend into the knees. From here, opening out the right hip and crossing the right ankle over the left knee. Now you can stay here if that's enough of a stretch and just use your right hand to push your right knee away from your body. Or you can place your hands behind your left hamstring and pull that left knee towards your chest. At the same time, pressing the right knee away from the body. Relax your neck here. Relax your jaw. And take deep breaths. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. Allowing the right foot to come back to your mat. Repeating on the other side. So cross the left ankle over the right knee. You can stay here and use your left hand to push your left knee away from your body. Or you can place your hands behind the back of your right hamstring and pull that right knee towards your chest to intensify the stretch. At the same time, you can push your left knee away from your body, relaxing your neck. Take deep breaths. One more deep breath. Exhale, release. Moving into the final posture of class, which is Happy Baby, a really nice end to a hip opening class. So you can remain lying on your backs and just lift both of your feet off your mat. You can stay here, or you can grab the outer edge of both your feet with your hands and draw your knees towards your armpits. You can rock from side to side along your spine. Just allow the hips to loosen out. And exhale, release. Moving into the closing Shavasana. Allow your legs, feet to draw out to the edge of your mat. As you gently lie back. Allow your arms to come away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Allow your eyes to come to close. Allowing your body to settle on your mat. I will now guide you through the closing Shavasana. Just give yourself this 10 minutes out of your busy day. Just have it for yourself. peace and silence and calmness. And just allow this peace to enter your mind. Relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your ankles, calves, the backs of your knees. Relax your hamstrings. Relax your hips, feeling them open out like a book. Relax each of your fingers. Relax your thumbs. Softening the palms of your hands. Relax your wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. Relax your shoulders. Relax the base of your spine. Relaxing each vertebrae as you work your way up through your spine. Relaxing your shoulder blades. Relaxing your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Allowing your tongue to draw away from the roof of your mouth. Relax your lips, feeling them soften. Relax both of your eyes, allowing your eyes to draw towards the back of your head. Soften your eyebrows. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead, the seat of your mind. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body, feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for the next few minutes. Taking this few minutes for yourself out of your day to completely relax and switch off. You can repeat out loud or just in your head. I choose to relax. I choose to relax. As we move into silence. Bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggling your fingers. Wiggling your toes. Moving your hands and feet. Gently rock your head from side to side. Resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended, join your feet together on your mat. Inhaling to raise your arms up over your head, getting a full body stretch. Taking a deep inhale and exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side, making a cushion with your hand. Inhaling to make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Remembering the love and compassion, the intention we set before today's practice, and living with that love and compassion for the remainder of our evening. As you rub your hands together, creating heat, creating energy. Place the palms of your hands over your eyes and blink your eyes open to the darkness of your palms, drawing your hands away from your eyes to the light. Namaste. Thanks very much, guys.